Y'all, real quick. So, ladies working. So, this is just facts and conversation. That's all we're doing. Okay. So, talking to somebody today, and he wants his wife to work. His wife is a stay-at-home mom. Okay. So, further into the conversation, he's going to say that basically his wife doesn't work. They have a teenager and a preteen at home. And he's basically killing himself working out here while his wife stays at home. Now, mind you, they having major financial trouble. So I'm saying to myself, in my own mind, outside looking in, then why is she not working? Outside of health issues, then why is she not working? If y'all having major financial issues causing you stress, agony, and strain, your body is failing you, and so forth, and you got to get out here and work all these different hours and so forth, and she's sitting at home with kids that go to public school, I don't get it. I don't get it. Why, as a woman, would you sit and watch your man struggle, y'all halfway going through financial crisis on the regular basis, and you not wanting to work? Your child is in school. Your child was home. That's different. Your homeschooling, that's different. Your child is 8 and under, that's different because it costs more to send your child to daycare than it is to stay home. Okay, cool. That's different. But if your child is actually going to school, public, private, charter school, for 6 to 7 hours a day, then you're sitting home doing nothing. Now, mind you, all the kids are going to school. So it's not that they have a few kids in public school and a few kids that are home and they're still young, da-da-da. No. So you're sitting home for 6 to 7 hours a day. In that period of time, you could be going to school. In that period of time, you could have a part-time job, a contractual job. You can have a stay-at-home job, something of the nature to help bring in funds. I'm an advocate of women having their own money for several reasons that I'll tell you about another time. But why am I going to sit back and watch my man, struggle, stress, and strain? And mind you, men are dying early. They're not living that long because they're working themselves to death. Literally working themselves to death. And if they live to be in their 80s and stuff like that, a lot of times they're in poor health. And they're in poor health because what? They're working themselves to death. So, why am I going to sit back and eat oodles and noodles because I don't want to go to work? It doesn't make sense to me. Not when I can go do part-time, technical, contractual, whatever, and we could be eating steak and lobster. I don't understand, because you can work them hours when your kid is in school. Them 5-6 hours, them same 5-6 hours that your kid is in school, you can be having a part-time job somewhere. It doesn't make sense to me. Now I know I'm different because I always had to work, so I'm a little different. But I don't want us to struggle. Not when we get older, no. And since I don't want us to struggle if we don't have to, it's 2 working adults. Then I'm going to go to work, part-time, whatever that looks like, and we're going to live good and we're going to live better. I'm not saying like we got to be moving on up to George Jefferson's, but I'm just saying, it doesn't make sense to struggle outside of health issues when you don't have to. Doesn't make sense. And then you watching your man get older by the minute, get sicker by the minute because you don't want to go to work. Yeah. Like, comment, and subscribe. And last thing, right? I just thought of something. Last thing. Okay. So things change. So if you started out, you and your man decided you're going to stay home and this is what you're going to do. This is your lot in life. I want you to stay home, baby girl. Okay, cool. That's one thing. I get that. But that's when things are all high, great, and wonderful. That's when you're on top of the hill. Everything is wonderful. The finances are right. The whole 9 yards. But at some point, things are going to change. It's regular inflation. Things are going to change. So unless your man is making millions or close to millions, then things are definitely going to change. Especially if you have kids. Kids go to college. College is expensive. Kids have health issues. All these different things. Things change. So in the beginning, fine. You could stay home. Everything was wonderful. But at some point, something changed. So now you have to go and help in the household. And that's okay. But in the meantime, while stuff is still good, you need to be getting your education in something, have a side business, part-time business, contract somewhere, consultant somewhere, something like that to keep your hand in the fire. So when things do change, you're ready for the change. And you can just jump out there and be like, baby, I got you. I got you. You sit down for a moment. I got you. That's the way it should be. Easier said than done, I know, but that's the way it should be.